Hey trainers, what's up and welcome back to the lab. My name's Professor Howie, as always, and I hope you're all having a great day. Today's deck, we are looking at Hisuian Goodra VStar. Now this deck, I was a little bit excited for Hisuian Goodra V and VStar because they're metal type Pokemon. Of course, you know me, I love my steel types and my metal type decks. Aggron V being my favorite deck in the format right now. But this deck was more fun than I could have ever imagined. I did not expect to enjoy it as much as I did. This is going in probably my top 5 decks, and I really hope you enjoy it. But before we get into the video, subscribe to the channel if you like what I put out. Like the video if you want to see more videos like this. We do have a small community Discord if you'd like to join that and join in the conversation about decks in the channel, as well as other random things. Post your animals there. Do as you will. And if you didn't know, I also have a Patreon if you want to help support me monetarily. You can even win the cards that I pull from my daily pack openings by signing up. So go ahead and check that out. All the links are in the description below. But with all that out of the way, let's go check out what makes this deck one of the most annoying decks to go against. Let's go. Okay, trainers, this is the Goodra VStar deck. This deck is a lot of fun. It is very good. You tank a lot of damage. You feel near unkillable. Kind of similar to the Zacian deck, but so much better. With Crystal Cave constantly healing you, your moves causing your enemy to hit you for less damage. And if you like to be annoying and you want to play with the Lost Zone, check this deck out. Here we go. Let's look at the main attacker. Hisuian Goodra VStar. A 270 HP Dragon type Pokemon. For 1 water, 1 metal, and 1 colorless energy, you get Rolling Iron. It hits for 200 damage. And then during your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 80 less damage from attacks. So it can just tank hits. Your opponent, say your opponent is playing like a Cramorant deck, and they have Cramorant out hitting for 110 damage. If you hit Rolling Iron, you're only taking 30 damage, and you can just heal that off with Crystal Cave. It is amazing. And of course, their V-Star power is an ability called Moisture Star. During your turn, you may heal all damage from this Pokemon. You could be at 260 HP, and you can literally just click that button, say, no, this Pokemon's not going to die. It's going to be brand new, and then you can swing for 200 damage, blocking 80 damage for your next turn. Do you see how insane this is? This card is really good, and I really like this deck. And of course, it is a metal deck technically, because Hisuian Goodra is a metal Pokemon. It's a steel type. So you know I'm going to love it. Now it evolves from Hisuian Goodra V. Now Hisuian Goodra V is actually a pretty decent V Pokemon. For 1 water and 1 metal energy, you get Slip and Trip. It does 60 damage, which isn't great, but your opponent switches their active with one of their benched. You don't choose, your opponent does. But honestly, 60 damage and a switch, not bad at all. And then for 1 water, 1 metal, and 1 colorless energy, you get Rolling Shell for 140 damage, and this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attack. So it's a little bit of a weaker version than Goodra VStar's attack, but if you don't have Goodra VStar, 140 damage and 30 less energy on a V Pokemon for 3 energy is nothing to sneeze at. It's very good. Do keep in mind that both of these Pokemon have 3 retreat, though. They are very heavy in the retreat cost. Now for a secondary attacker, we are bringing Drapion V, 210 HP, Dark type, 2 retreat costs. Its ability is Wild Style. It is similar to Galarian Zapdos. This Pokemon's attacks cost 1 energy less for each of your opponent's Single Strike, Rapid Strike, and Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. This is basically here as a Mew counter, because it will one-shot Mew, and it will have free attacks against Mew decks, since all of them are Fusion Strikes. Only 4 colorless energies for Dynamic Tail, 190 damage, but this attack does 60 damage to one of your Pokemon. Keep that in mind. This is great if your opponent floods the bench with Sobbles. You could get a 1 energy attack with Dynamic Tail. If your opponent is using any type of Rapid Strike, Single Strike, Fusion Strike deck, this Pokemon can hit 190 damage for pretty cheap. Only problem is you got to put 60 onto your Pokemon, but we do bring a couple scoop up nets, so that's not really a big deal. Also, if you just put on your Goodras, we are bringing a couple Crystal Caves, so you could just heal it off as well. Very cool. Our next secondary attacker is Cramorant. As you know from the last video, Lost Provisions, you have 4 or more cards in the Lost Zone. Free attack, 110 damage for free, isn't affected by weakness. Can't be understated how good this card is, and I think this card is better as a secondary attacker in decks that use the Lost Zone engine than it did on its own. Because this knocks out Miltank. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? This alone will knock out Miltank with 110 damage. Assuming it doesn't have a cape or a big charm or something like that. So I really like Cramorant, not in his own deck, but as a splash of flavor in other decks. Now, Lost Zone. We are doing the Lost Zone engine, so of course we need to bring along Comfey. 70 HP Psychic type, we're not using its attack at all. Only here for the ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your active spot, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Select one, put it in your hand, put the other one into the Lost Zone. Great way to fill out your Lost Zone, great way to get through your deck a little bit quicker. And speaking of getting through your deck quicker, you know it's my favorite Radiant Pokemon, Radiant Greninja, for concealed cards. You must discard an energy card from your hand. If you do that, you may draw 2. We're also bringing water energies because Hisuian Goodra VStar needs a water energy, so we can also hit with Moonlight Shuriken for 2 waters, 1 colorless, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Then this attack does 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't use this attack if they have a Manaphy in play. Keep that in mind. Saving you from misplays. Great card. Cannot be understated how good this card can be. So you have 2 forms of draw. You have your Comfey if your Comfey's in the active spot. And then you have your Radiant Greninja if your Radiant Greninja is on the bench. Solid. So those are the Pokemon for this deck. I really think this deck works well together. It doesn't fully rely on the Lost Zone, but having the Lost Zone engine really helps smooth this deck out. Let me show you the trainers that we're going to be taking to really make this deck rumble. So we're bringing 4 Battle VIP passes. Now this is good because it lets you turbo out your Pokemon. If you're lucky enough to get 1 or even 2 of these on your first turn, you can have your bench basically completely filled up and ready to go, assuming you know the type of deck you're against. Now Mirage Gate is a new Lost Zone card. You can tell because of the weird Lost Zone smoke around the pick. I really like that effect, actually. I hope they do more special effects for different types of cards, because that smoke around the card looks really nice. But you can only use this card if you have 7 cards or more in your Lost Zone. So I thought that this card worked if there were 7 cards in the Lost Zone, but apparently it matters. They need to be your cards in the Lost Zone, not just 7 cards in total. So keep that in mind. But you search your deck up for up to 2 basic energy cards, and then you attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. It is such a good way to get your Pokemon charged up, especially because Hisuian Goodra V and V-Star need 3 energies to attack. With 1 of these and 7 cards in your Lost Zone, 1 turn to charge up a Hisuian Goodra V or V-Star. Also, you can use this to charge up your Radiant Greninja. You can use this to charge up your Drapion V. You can use this to charge up any of your Pokemon besides the Comfey because we're not bringing any Psychic energies. Oh well. But this card is really cool in the Lost Zone engine, so keep this card in mind. We're bringing an Ordinary Rod to recycle energies back into our deck, basically. You can also use it to recycle a couple Comfeys or Radiant Greninja, but I haven't really found a use for that. Basically just the energy cards. We're bringing Palpad so we can get a couple more uses out of our supporter cards. In my mind, Palpad is like having an extra of each of your supporters in certain situations. I really like this card. I think it's underutilized and I think it's great. Of course, we're bringing Quick Balls. Why wouldn't you bring Quick Balls? Quick Balls grab out everything in this deck besides Hisuian Goodra VStar. And we are definitely bringing Scoop Up Nets. You can scoop up your Comfeys to get another use out of their ability. You can scoop up the Radiant Greninja to get more concealed cards. Solid. Also, you can use it to switcheroo your Pokemon. You have a Cramorant, you don't want it, scoop it up, put it down. I love Scoop Up Net. Great card. Yes, we are bringing switches, of course. Switch out. You're active with one of your benched. Great Pokemon. Also, I really like the retro cards. I know, I'm old. Don't look at me. We're bringing a couple Ultra Balls. This is mainly to fish out your Hisuian Goodra V-Stars, but you can use it to grab any Pokemon that you might need at that current time. Now we're bringing Crystal Cave. This will heal your Goodra Vs and V-Stars, 30 health a turn. That adds up pretty quick. If your opponent cannot strike you every turn, that can easily become 90 HP healed. It is so good. Just keep it in mind. You can also use it to knock Path of the Peaks out of play. You can use it to knock out Training Courts if you don't want your opponent to be recycling cards from their discard. It is just very nice to have in the deck. Of course, we're bringing Boss's Order. You can grab out your opponent's Pokemon. It's a good way to grab out the Pokemon that you want to take out at that time. And yes, this is a Lost Zone deck. So what type of Lost Zone deck would it be without Colress's Experiment? You look at the top 5 cards of your deck, take 3 of them, put them into your hand. The other 2 go directly to the Lost Zone. Solid way to fill out your Lost Zone. You can get a Cramorant swinging on turn 2 with the right plays of Comfeys and Colress's Experiment. 2 Comfeys, Scoop Up Net, Colress's Experiment, and a Cramorant. You're gonna hit that 110 damage nice and early. Now, Fantina is a new Lost Zone card as well. You can only use this card if you have 10 cards in your Lost Zone. But then during your next turn, all of your Pokemon take 120 less damage from attacks from your opponent's V Pokemon. Now, V Pokemon, that's important because if your opponent is not running a V deck, this card becomes useless, basically. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind what type of deck you're against. This can come in clutch and save you. We are bringing a couple Melanies because we are bringing water energies in this deck, of course. Great card. You attach water energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V, and then draw 3 cards. Great. We love this card. We stand Melanie in this family. Keep that in mind, everyone. Stand Melanie in this family. We're bringing along a couple air balloons because of Goodra V and VStar's hefty retreat cost, but it also makes Drapion V a free retreat. It makes Comfey a free retreat, and it makes Radiant Greninja a free retreat. So keep that in mind. We are bringing a couple choice belts just to hit a little bit harder. Really, we're not one-shotting a lot with this deck, even though 230 damage is quite a lot. We're trying to outlast with our staying power, but being able to hit a little bit harder never hurt anybody. Never. And we're bringing a couple capture energy along so we can play down the energy, then grab a card from your deck and put it on your bench. Solid special energy. And then metal energies, of course, as well as water energies. Okay, guys, that's the whole deck. This deck, it's good. It's fun. You don't go down very often. You feel like you're in control. If you like control decks, this deck might be for you. Now, you're not in control in the same way as you'd be with a Durant deck. You're more in control as choosing which Pokemon your opponent can knock out at the time. You're going to want to watch your bench to make sure you don't overflood it so they can boss out whatever they want. Because you're going to want to get a lot of use out of Goodra VStar's attacks ability. So let me go ahead and show you what it looks like in a couple matches. Let's go. Come on. What's a bummer is we don't have the Comfey in play right now, but I think we're doing fine here. I do draw into the Radiant Greninja, awesomely enough. Choice belt. We don't really need a choice belt though, do we? Let's go ahead and drop a capture energy down onto the Goodra V, and I guess we'll just pull out another one. Pull out a third one. We just need a metal energy and a water energy for that. We can use quite a few things for that. We don't need choice belt with this deck. We don't need Drapion with this deck, so we can get another Goodra VStar out next turn. That's our turn. We're not going to be making much use of the Lost Zone this game. I can feel it already. But he will put an energy down here. And I can't because it's not a metal energy, it's a capture energy. Shoot. Flips tails on the crushing, luckily enough. Quick ball. Probably grabs out like a Bidoof, right? That's my guess. Grabs a Crobat. Very cool. If I draw into if I could draw into a Melanie and a metal energy, I could put 2 on here and then hopefully get a way to switch them. That'd be a cool thing to do. And I can hit Slip and Trip, knocking out the Coffee. Although that's not how it will work, because he'll probably put down an energy. I wonder what he's Ultra Balling for. Sneasler. Okay. Draws 5 cards. Crushing Hammer again for another Tails. Bosses the other Goodra out. That is really good for us, actually. Double Goodra VStar. Let's go ahead and conceal cards first, see what we get. I would love like a Comfey or something. We get the Melanie, perfect. Let's go ahead and Melanie onto the Goodra V. We get a second Melanie, which isn't really what we're looking for, if I'm going to be completely honest with everyone. We have an Ordinary Rod, Chorus's Experiment. We need a Metal Energy now, unfortunately, but we just don't have it. And that's our turn. So we'll Chorus's Experiment next turn. And I think we should be fine. He doesn't have any energies yet. We don't have a way to switch, though, which is kind of unfortunate. need a switch, which is why I'm playing Colress's over Melanie. We have a better chance to draw into more with Colress's because we draw 5 instead of 3. You only do get to keep 3, so it's the same outcome, but you gotta look at more cards. Air Balloon. Crobats for 6. I have to target the Crobats at this point. Puts the hiding energy down. Ascension. All my abilities are now shut off. Cool. It's severe poison. This is why I didn't evolve this Goodra into the Goodra VStar that turn. Because 1, it might just go down. And 2, you just really never know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and play Colress's Experiment. We unfortunately don't find anything we're looking for, like at all, which is really unfortunate for us. Really quite unfortunate. We get a few things, but this Weezing's in the way. We don't have what we're looking for. We just don't have it. And even if I get a Comfy out, I can't use its ability. Like, where are my metal energies? Where are they? Okay. This goes down in like 2 turns. That's not a problem though. At least I don't think it's a problem. Still need to find a way to switch these so I can take out their Weezing. I'd honestly be surprised if you didn't switch right here, but what do I know? So all we need to take out is this Weezing, this Crobat. Well, now they're just 2 Crobat VMAXs. This Weezing, this Crobat VMAX, and we win. That's all we need to do. Let's see what we draw into. Okay. Second Galarian Weezing comes out. That's fine. Crobat VMAX. So these are our 2 targets right now. So a couple things. Big Charm. Okay. That's still 2-hit KO. Big Charm doesn't really change anything there. Alrighty. 180. My turn. We get Crystal Cave, which again isn't really what we're looking for. So I'm going to evolve this back Goodra, because this Goodra is going down, unfortunately. And then we will just go ahead and play the Melanie, right? Let's play the Melanie. Attach a water energy there. We draw into a metal energy. That is really big for us. Still not a way to switch. This will go down. We'll put out the Radiant Greninja, I think. No bosses yet either. We're putting down the Radiant Greninja because it won't get knocked out with 60 damage from the poison, and we also have the Scoop Up net. So, unfortunately, we do lose the Goodra V. Sad day in the kingdom. Put out the Radiant Greninja. Crushing Hammer. Tails. That is so unlucky, bro. That is very unlucky. He's in a Marnia's hand, which is not the greatest, because 3 of our Scoop-Ups are here, which is the play we wanted to do. Not really the greatest for us, but hopefully we draw into a color. Oh, we got a Scoop-Up net. We're fine. We are fine and dandy. Okay. Puts a hiding energy back there. Crushing Hammers again for another Tails. And he's going to poison our Radiant Greninja. So here's where we get to start rolling. Hopefully he doesn't have another energy or a way to get one. We have another energy though, but we're going to go ahead and scoop up the Radiant Greninja. Play down that. Play Colress's Experiment first. Let's see what we get. Another Goodra VStar, a switch, a metal energy. Let's take that. So I think I just take the energy. Yeah. I like that play a lot. We're going to go ahead and put this guy out. We can still play an energy. Let's go ahead and attach the metal energy now. And let's take knockout with Rolling Iron. Getting our first knockout. I wouldn't be surprised if he put out this Weezing, but at the same time, he could just put out a Crobat VMAX. There it is. And switch into the Weezing with Stealth Poison. He's going to Marnie us again. That's fine. I'm not really all that worried about that. I do wish I had my cave though up. So use Stealth Poison. hits for 0 because I am Goodra VStar. He's going to go ahead and switch in the Galarian Weezing. Totally fine. So we're going to go ahead and take out that Galarian Weezing as well. We get a Fantina and an Energy. I don't even think I'm going to do anything. I think I'm just going to hit the Rolling Iron to take Knockout. Now we only need 4 more prizes, which is 1 Crobat VMAX and 1 Hisuian Sneasler. But now we're free to use Moisture Star. And this isn't the severe poison either. This is just a normal poison. So only 30 damage a turn, which we can heal off if we draw into what we need. We can quick follow the battle VIP. Oh, that might be an issue. Maybe not, though. We do have the Radiant Greninja. Are there any bosses in here? No, we're fine. Are there any bosses in here? No, we are fine. All we need to do is take out 1 Crobat. But he's going to go ahead and Stealth Poison, do 0 damage, just switch into Miltank. That's what he's going to do. What am I going to do? Oh, he's going to Marnius. How kind. The only thing we liked in our hand was the energy, if I'm going to be completely honest. But we already have the 2 energies we need. Palpad. Polaris. Not really important. We can Melanie, which is a better idea, I think. Except that we don't have a water energy in the discard. Oof. Stealth Poison for 0 damage. Switches into Miltank. I need to draw into an energy. I need to draw into a way to draw more cards. Switch. Switch. I'm going to go ahead and Palpad. We're going to go ahead and put a Colress and a Melanie back in the deck. I don't think I switch yet. I think I just keep hitting Rolling Irons over and over. And I can heal up very soon. Because he won't do hardly any damage to me. I just need to wait until I can get my bosses out. Right? Problem is, I think I only have 2 bosses in this deck. That might be an issue. Still going to be a 2-hit KO no matter which one I choose to knock out. Maybe I should have held on to that Palpad now that I'm thinking about it. But we could just power up the Greninja, right? Yeah, yeah. Or the Cramorant. Cramorant will hit for knockout there. Cramorant? Perfect. Cramorant? Perfect. We're good to go. We're fine. Let's concealed cards this instead of playing it because I need to draw. We get a Metal Energy and a Comfy. What we could do is this. Play the Comfy down, actually. And then switch into the Comfy to kind of save its health a little bit. And then, ooh, Melanie or Colress's. Let's grab the Colress's, actually. Gonna go ahead and Colress's Experiments. We want the bosses. Take the Scoop Up Gate. I guess we'll take the Water Energy. Righto. So do I scoop the Comfy here back to the Goodra? No. I don't. But we do have Mirage Gate. We're done. So I need to find a way to get me my Cramorant. I have the bosses, so we could boss out the Radiant Sneasler and take that out. He's hitting for 180. That will knock out that Goodra, but not that Goodra. Is now the time to use Moisture Star? Boss out that Crobat? Hit it? Watch it run away for the Miltank again? I think so. They will take knockout, though, on the Comfy, unfortunately, but not a big deal for us. He will actually, if he hits it hard, he won't be able to run. That is true. Go ahead and conceal cards again. I'm going to go ahead and scoop up the Radiant Greninja and concealed cards again. Please. Please be good. There's the Cramorant we've been looking for. Let's definitely play that down. Let's definitely hit the Moisture Star. And let's just go ahead and hit for the... Oh, I was supposed to boss, wasn't I? Shoot! Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll switch out the Miltank right here for the Crobat. Does this give... the dark Pokemon. So this doesn't have free retreat, which is funny, actually. Quite funny. Anyway, he can't do any damage to us. He's going to bring out the Crobat. Does he hit with Max Cutter? Hitting for a solid 100. He Marnies. There goes our bosses, unfortunately. But we did put the Cramorant down, so I think we're doing okay there. Crystal Cave. That's huge. That's really big for us, actually. Puts down the energy on the coughing in the back. Going to hit for 100 damage with Max Cutter. Unless he has a... Oh, he's going to Stealth Poison. Okay. And run back with the Miltank? Annoying, but okay. Air Balloon. Let's go ahead and Crystal Cave. Let's go ahead and put down Air Balloon. Let's go ahead and Crystal Cave to heal the 30 damage off. We'll go ahead and retreat away to here using the Capture Energy. And then I'll just go ahead and spit innocently at him. With 2E, taking Knockout on the Miltank, no longer an issue for me. Getting another Capture Energy so I can power up my Goodra again. Or, if he turns into Weezing, I can literally just attach an energy here and switch out for Goodra. Not a big deal. Really not a big deal for us. Because we won't take any damage. We'll be down to needing 2 prizes left. We only need 3, though. I'd like to just take out that Crobat VMAX, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Especially if this coughing comes into play. Or this Weezing comes into play and takes off all my abilities. Just annoying. Alright, he's quick balling. Gets a Crobat V to draw 2 cards. Actually 3 if he plays it, right? Drops the Crobat V. Draws 3 cards. He's down to 6 cards left, by the way. He can't stall me out much longer. Actually, I can take out this coughing, then take out the Crobat V. So he decided he doesn't want to Ascension into Weezing. He wants to poison me. He wants to poison me now. I respect that. All I have to do, though, is knock out that Crobat V and I win. Knock out the Weezing, knock out the Crobat V. And I can one-shot both of them. As long as he doesn't have a Crobat VMAX, we're good. He probably only runs 2, though. I'm pretty sure this deck only runs 2 VMAXs. Hits the Cramorant. We still have 2 more nets floating around as well. Ordinary Rod. Let's go ahead and Ordinary Rod for 2 basic energies. Both of those can go back into the deck. Just for a little shuffle. I don't think I want anything, really. We're just going to use that to retreat into the Goodra. And then I'm going to hit a Rolling Iron. Taking Knockout. Beautifully done. Taking 1 prize. It's a comfy. I was hoping for either an energy or a bosses, because I need a bosses right now to pull out that Crobat V. We are taking 80 less damage. We have the Crystal Cave. We are totally set up and fine. Ready to rock and roll. I just need the bosses right now. He bosses out the Radiant Greninja. I wonder if he takes Knockout here. He does. But that doesn't help him. You get a Mirage Gate. That's not bad. Alright, we'll hit Rolling Iron. Brings out another coughing. Totally fine. Stealth Poison. What does he run to? He doesn't give me the Crobat. Put out the other Crobat. There you go. We get hit with 30 damage. We get a Water Energy. We heal the 30 damage away. And then we hit a Rolling Iron. And the only way he can stall out is by putting out the coughing, then putting out the Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. But he only has 2 turns left to win. He has 2 turns left to kill one of my Goodra VStars. Which doesn't look like it's going to happen, if I'm completely honest with everybody. It's the Stealth Poison. Switches in the Weezing. Totally fine. I'm totally cool with that, because all I gotta do is do this. Look at that. Wow. I did it. Taking Knockout again. Rolling Iron. And there's the bosses I was looking for. He only has 1 card left. The question is, do I let him deck out, though, or do I finish it? That's the question. I could just let him deck out. That could be funny. Oh, he's gonna Ultra Ball. Max Cutter for 100. Beautiful. Beautiful. And GG, well played, brother. Not bad. Great deck. Finally, a great start for us. All right. And a Cramorant. Let's go ahead and battle VIP Pass real quick. And I'll grab out a Radiant Greninja and a Goodra. Let's go ahead and concealed cards. Get rid of an energy real quick. Oh, we are really rocking and rolling here, aren't we? Let's go ahead and pop the... let's do flower selecting first. Get a battle VIP pass. Perfect. Grab out the Drapion and another Goodra. And I don't think I even want to put down the capture energy, if I'm going to be honest with everybody. Yeah, let's just drop down a metal energy and call it a day. Alright, he gets a Palkia out. He's probably going to use Keep Calling here. Wait a minute. This is only a 1 energy cost right now. Hold on. Let's use Chloris's Experiment first. We'll grab the Scoop Up Net. And both the energies. We could... I need a boss's order. That's what I need right now. Let's go ahead and get rid of a metal energy. Alright, so my plan didn't work out for me, is what I'm trying to say. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Go ahead and drop that down. Evolve you. I was hoping I'd be able to use the Drapion to get a knockout, but I didn't get any of the cards I needed for knockout. We do have a Cramorant ready to rock and roll, though. We could do this. We could scoop the Comfy, play the Cram, and then we could just take knockout on the Sobble. Yeah, let's just start taking early knocks. We don't have the Comfy in play anymore, so we don't have to worry about that. Just the Radiant Greninja. He brings out his Palkia, though. He has 1 energy in the discard. Plays an Irida to grab an energy and something else. So he can't Melanie now, but he could easily evolve into... what's it been called? But I'm hitting decently hard next turn. If I want to, right? I have 2 switches, yeah. If he doesn't do anything with this card, I can just come out swinging. If I can get hold of a choice spell, I can take knockout on this Palkia, assuming he doesn't get Palkia VStar up. If he gets Palkia VStar, I can't take 1-shot, it'll be a 2-shot. But I have Moisture Star, so I'm not too worried about that. Second Drizzile comes out. So this is back to costing like 4 or something. That's okay. Surfing Pikachu. Huh. 2 energies in the discard. Attaches 1 energy there. So he wants to get this into Palkia V-Star, I think. But we are going to do what we can to not let that happen. Let's get rid of a capture energy real quick. More Comfies. Okay, let's Chloris's Experiment. Wow, I'm getting pretty unlucky right here, aren't I? Let's grab the Scoop Up Net. Let's grab an Ultra Ball. Let's grab the Crystal Cave. So we're going to go ahead and scoop the Radiant Greninja to play it back down to concealed cards, the energy away. Another Crystal Cave. I'm getting really unlucky here. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball 2 of these Comfies away to grab out a Goodra VStar. Go ahead and put that down real quick. Do I have another way to do anything? Not really. Let's put another metal energy down there. This is charged up now. And let's just spit innocently. I can't take it out in one shot, so I'm not going to try to do anything crazy. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We do take knockout with Cramorant next turn, though, which is quite nice. But he's probably going to evolve this. If he knocks the Cram out, that's not really a big deal for us, because then we just have Rolling Iron. Actually, I think I'd prefer him to take out the Cram. Okay, so there's the Palkia VStar coming out. He's going to go ahead and use the, what's it called? He'll probably charge the Pikachu, right? That's my guess. What he could do is Capacious Bucket, attach one here, and then put one energy there and there. Then he's set. That'd be a good play. Okay, so he attaches onto the Pikachu in the back. He's going to discard an energy to do 20 damage to something. To my Radiant Greninja. Okay. Inteleon Quick Shooting comes out. Got it. Got it. Knocking out this Radiant Greninja isn't going to help him, though, because I'm pretty set. I'm pretty happy. So he is going to take Knockout on the Cram. Put one more onto the Pikachu. Okay, very interesting. Very confused. Subspace Swell, totally fine. We're going to bring out Goodra. Yay, Goodra. Right. Okay, let's play another Colress's Experiment, see what we get. We can grab the Melanie, the Choice Belt, and what? The Scoop Up Mitt? Let's grab this. Let's grab the Scoop Up Mitt. Both of those can go away. Will this die next turn? I don't think so. I think we're a little bit safe. So we'll put an energy down there. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Like, okay, cool. And I don't think I need to put a Choice Belt down. I think I just hit with Rolling Iron. Taking Knockout with Goodra VStar. 200 damage. We take less damage next turn. We get another Melanie. And a switch. Okay. Do we have any water? We do. So we can use a Melanie next turn. We have 3 switches. So maybe he bosses out the Radiant Greninja. Maybe not. He can't hurt me. I'm taking 80 less damage. He only hits for 70. So I will scoop up the Radiant Greninja next turn, I think. I think that makes the most sense. Scooping up his Inteleon. This is an interesting move. Thornton. Cool. But can he evolve it this turn? He can. That's sick, actually. That's very cool. I quite like that, actually. Imagine if you could do that with the Comfies. You could start charging them up turn 1 and then turn it into a Goodra and then evolve it into a V-Star. That would be kind of cool, right? I think this card's being slept on. Wow. Grabs out a Melanie. Fair. Inteleon Quick Shooting comes out. Fair. Puts another 20 here. 20 on the Goodra. Okay. I thought he'd put 20 on the Radiant Greninja. Scoops it to bring out the Sobble, but this can't evolve this turn. I need a bosses pretty badly, actually. Let's go ahead and concealed cards real quick. There's our bosses that we've been looking for. That's quite nice. Let's go ahead and drop the Choice Belt down. If he knocks us out, he knocks it out. We're not really in any danger. And we'll just hit another Rolling Iron. Taking Knockout on the Surfing Pikachu. Very cool for us. He didn't get that into VMAX. There's our other bosses. And another energy comes out. Great. And he surrenders. GG, well played. Wow. This is a great start for us, because we can go ahead and battle VIP and grab out a Radiant Greninja. Oh, we only have one Goodra, though. That's a little bit scary. But we have the Goodra VStar in hand. We also have a Capture Energy, so we can go ahead and grab out the Cramorant as well. Go ahead and use Flower Selecting real quick. I don't really care about that, so we'll grab out the Capture Energy here. So we can go ahead and use Concealed cards to draw 2 more cards. We got a Crystal Cave, which I'm going to hold on to. We don't have a way to switch yet, but we do have a Colress's Experiment.
And we're done. So we evolve Goodra into Goodra VStar next turn, I think. And I think we just kind of chill. As long as I can get a metal or a water energy down on this next turn, I'm happy. I would choose metal over water, I think, because of Melanie, but that's a different story. Gets a Regigigas, pops it out. Let's see if he has a scoop up net or a switch or something. Escape rope, maybe. Capture energy comes out. He's going to be using Regigate most likely. But I'm not scared yet. Should I be? Maybe, but I'm not worried yet. I think he's going to use Regigate and pass turn to me. Now he's going to boss out my Radiant Greninja. Okay. Stop my flower selecting. That's smart. Be better if I didn't have any Colruses in my hand. Also, he probably should have pulled out the Goodra, but that's a different story. We get a switch. That is exactly what I'm looking for, actually. Let's go ahead and play down the Colress's Experiment. We can grab out both these energies. And do I take the switch or the scoop? Let's take the scoop up net. We can now go ahead and scoop up the Radiant Greninja to play the Comfy out. Play back down the Radiant Greninja. Use flower selecting. Grab out the Quick Ball. Perfect. There's nothing I can really grab with that, though. So we'll go ahead and conceal cards the water energy away. We draw into another water energy, which is huge for us. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm honestly thinking about switching in the Cramorant, but you can't get any knockouts. It's kind of but that kind of just seems like a waste. Yeah, I could Ordinary Rod, but I don't think I want to. We will definitely be playing down the water energy next turn. We have the switch for the Comfy Goodra. I think that will be our turn. And how many energies are we? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in the Lost Zone. We need 3 more in the Lost Zone. Which we can get next turn with Comfy and Colress's Experiment. We could have 7 in the Lost Zone. So we can get use of Mirage Gate when we pull a Goodra V out of our prizes. Yes, sir. Puts a Path to the Peak in play. It doesn't really bother me, I'm going to be honest with you. Shuts down my concealed cards, but I'm not worried about that. Pulls out a Regigigas, that's fine. Go ahead and attach an energy here. Let's use flower selecting. Let's grab the scoop up net. Let's go ahead and use Colress's Experiment. Let's grab the bosses. Let's grab the Mirage Gate and an energy, I think. So now we're ready to set up another Goodra. We can go ahead and switch in our Goodra V. And we'll go ahead and hit Rolling Iron for a solid 200 damage, taking the Registeel out. And we get another Comfy. That's not what I was looking for, if I'm going to be completely honest with everybody. But that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have 7. We're good to go. We're chilling, I think. So he's Ultra Balling. He has the Regidrago to pull the Dragon's Horde. Just fine. Oh, no, he's in Cynthia's Ambition. That's huge. That's really big for him. He could easily have drawn into another Registeel there. Or a way to get one, like a Quick Ball. There's no way he doesn't have a way to get Registeel out. Right? There's the Quick Ball coming out. There's the Registeel. And let's see where does he have any energies in here? 3. But none that he needs. There's a Twin Energy. Okay. I have the bosses, so... Oh, another Regigigas. He's probably going to put the energies down here then, right? Choice Belt. Pokestop comes into play. Uses Dragon's Horde to draw 1. Fine by me. Here's my question, though. Do I pull out this Gigas if he doesn't switch this? Like, if he leaves this in the back and he puts a bunch of energies on it, I think I pull it out, even though he has another one in his hand. Because he won't be able to switch it again, right? We all follow in my thought process? Let's see if he puts any energies on it, though. He also might not put any energies down. But he does have enough to charge with the double Twin Energies in there, right? No, he only has 1 Twin Energy in there. Gonna go ahead and scoop up the Regidrago to bring out the Regieleki. Okay. He is using Electromagnetic Sonar. Okay. Grabs another Cynthia's. Cool, I guess. I don't know what the thought process was there, but I'm glad it is working out for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Crystal Cave down. Do I even use another Colress's? I don't think so. I think I just go ahead and hit the Rolling Iron. Take the knockout. Maybe I could have bossed something out, but we get a second boss's order. He puts out a Regice. Okay. Probably, my guess is to use Regigate, right? Registeel Regilucky back into the deck. Perfect. Doing Heavy Ball. Nothing. Okay. Cynthia's Ambition. Draw like 5 cards. Cool. I'm with it. Trekking Shoes. Got it. I'm a little bit worried we don't have another Goodra set up anywhere. So he's going to put an energy onto the Regigigas in the back. And he doesn't do anything with that. I think that might be a bait. Wants me to swing on that, right? I really don't want to swing on that. I think I'm just going to hit another Rolling Iron, taking Knockout once again, and drawing a Goodra V. Yes! Okay, cool, cool. We got the Goodra VStar out, or V out, I mean, excuse me. He gets another Regice out, that's fine. We have both bosses in hand. I still think that's a bait. That doesn't seem... Because he has the Regigigas in hand, keep that in mind. We know that. He puts an energy down here. Is that a bait? He discards the Regigigas. Ordinary Rod's the Regigigas and the Regice. How do I know these things? Because it's a good play, that's why. The cool thing is we can get this Goodra V set up very quickly. And we can also quick ball the... Okay, so he's got everything out. I wonder if he's going to use Blizzard Bind here. Nah, he Marnies, though. That's a good play. Now I got to find all that stuff again. So we get the Goodra VStar. We have a Melanie and a Fantina. And he just surrenders for some reason. I guess he didn't have the energies. Okay, GG, well played, man. This is such a good start. Go ahead and battle VIP. Grab the Radiant Greninja. Grab the Goodra V. Let's go ahead and battle VIP. Let's grab out the Goodra V as well as a Cram. Alright, I like how that's going. Let's attach the water energy. Before we do that, let's flower selecting. Let's grab the bosses out. Very cool. Go ahead and attach. Ooh, let's not attach yet. Let's conceal cards first. Fantina and another water energy. Okay, go ahead and scoop up the Radiant Greninja. And we'll do another concealed. Ultra Ball and another scoop up net. I think we just put the energy down here. And we go on with our life. Yeah. We have the Ultra Ball next turn, which means we can grab out a Goodra V, which is cool. We have the switch for when, or Goodra VStar, excuse me. We have the switch. We have Crystal Cave. I think we're chilling right now. If we draw into a Colress's next turn, I think we're set too. Doesn't put down any energies. Okay, that's really good for us. Let's go ahead and conceal cards to capture energy. We get another capture. Let's go ahead and put down the capture to grab out. Oh no, another comfy. Maybe just nothing. Yeah. Let's go ahead and use flower selecting. I'll grab the ordinary rod. Okay. Now what? I'm going to go ahead and scoop up the Comfy real quick to put out the Radiant Greninja. And we'll just go ahead and switch. Use flower selecting again. Grab Colress's. That's exactly what I was looking for. go ahead and play Colossus. Grab the Goodra VStar. Let's grab the Goodra VStar, and let's grab the... I can't see the last demo. Colossus or Melanie? Grab the Melanie. I like that play. I need a Metal Energy, though, which is a problem. Go ahead and evolve twice. Very cool. We'll go ahead and switch in the Cram. Now what? Let's just go ahead and spit Innocently for 110 damage. And he surrenders. GG, well played, Tim Freezy. GG. Okay, trainers. As you can see, this deck's a powerhouse. Now, it is unfortunate when you do get bossed out and lose a Pokemon that you shouldn't have lost, but this deck is solid. This deck's really good, and it's not that expensive right now. I think you can get Goodra Vs for about 7 packs and V-Stars for 10. Which, yeah, it's a little pricey, but compared to Hisuian Zoroark V and V-Star and Giratina V and V-Star, this deck is great fun. It's very annoying to go against, I am sure, and it's just a good time. So go ahead and check this deck out and let me know how you like it down in the comments below. Well, trainers, thank you for coming to the lab today. My name has been Professor Howie, as always, and I hope you all enjoyed your stay. If you don't mind wiping your feet on that red subscription button on your way out the door, I would really appreciate that. And I hope to see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.